Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Chitta Bali, which means regarder of mind. Today is the Dhamma class of December 24th, 2023. We have Dhamma classes every Sunday at 4 p.m. AZ time and 3 p.m. Pacific time. The Zoom ID is 413-460-4622, and the password is Buddha20 with all lowercase letters. Today's Dhamma class consists of Part 1a, Offerings, 5 Precepts, Virtues of Dhisarana, Metta and Meditation. Part 1b, Adhitthana, Mindfulness, Wish and Sharing, and Part 2, Chantings, Recitings, Buddhism, and Praying Book Translations. The substitution for this week will be made through Joel. Before we start off, I'll be sharing some rules and regulations. Please do not eat or drink during praying time because it is very disrespectful. Praying time is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. If you're hungry, please remember to eat before praying next time. And make sure you center yourself in the middle of your camera. Do not mess around and stay still during part 1 of today's Dhamma session. If your camera is off, you will be removed from the meeting, so please keep your camera on at all times. However, if you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn your camera off at any time. Everyone who is chanting part 1A and B, please chant clearly and slowly since other people will be listening or chanting. We also believe you'll do very well. To those reading the substitutions or part 1A, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. So everyone will start off with offerings, so please put your hands together.
Gana sarapatitina dipena dhammatam sinam tilokatipam sabudam pujayami dhamonudam wana ganda kuno bedam idam kusuma santadim pujayami munindasa sripada sarabhuhe Adivase tu no bande paniyam parikapitam Anugambam upadaya diganatu uttama adivase tu no bande bojanam parikapitam anugambam upadaya adiganatu uttama.
Ogata, Kayakan, Wasikan, Manokan, Tabadada, Katindo, Apitoko, Yaupasichin, Achona, Atama, Tutia, Tatia, Tajin, Najin, Dongjima, Taya Yadana, Tanga Yadana, Meton Badoko, Ayoate, Aleamep, Esomoye, Shiko Buza, Pumama Shah, Kadoba E, Ashimpia, Kadoya Dom, Achoa Jam, Abeleba, Katomba, Yabi Shipa, Yandumyo Naba, Ibadi Taya Leba, Piatana Taya Naba Roma, Kakatin, Kinlo Ninti Pye, Metea, Potea, Niban, Tearo Meko, Yabaloi, Ashimpia, that one time.
Aham bande disaranena saha pinchasilan dhamayajami nokam katawa silande ne bande dudiyambi aham bande disaranena saha pinchasilan dhamayajami nokam katawa silande ne bande dudiyambi aham bande Disaranena saha pinchasilan dhamayajami nokam katawa silande nebande mapante Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi Sangham saranam gacchāmi Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchāmi Dutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyampi Dhamma Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyampi Sangha Saranam Gacchami. Amma Pande.
Panati Pata Ramani Sekabadam Samadhiyami. Adi Nadana Ramani Sekabadam Samadhiyami. Kamesu Michachara Ramani Sekabadam Samadhiyami. Musawada Ramani Sekabadam Samadhiyami. Sura Meraya Maja Pamaratana Ramani Sekabadam Samadhiyami.
Itipiso Bhagava Araham Sama Sambuddho Vichacharana Sampano Sugato Lokavitu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Sata Deva Manusana Buddho Bhagava
Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opaneyiko Pachadamiditabo Vinyuhi.
Supatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Ujjupatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Nyayapatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Samicchipatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Yadidam Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Puggala Esa Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Ahuneyo Bahuneyo Takineyo Anjalikaraniyo Anuttaram Punyaketam Lokasa Pawantan.
Aham Avera Homi Abhyapaja Homi Anigo Homi Sukyatanam Pariharami Mama Mata Pitu Acharya Cha Natimita Cha Sabarmacharino Cha Avera Hontu Abhyapaja Hontu Aniga Hontu Sukyatanam Pariharantu Amakam Araka Dewata Imasamem Awase Imasamem Arame Araka Dewata Aera Hontu Avyapaja Hontu Aniga Hontu Sukyatanam Pariharantu
Sabe Sata, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Pariya Bana, Saba Itio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vanipatika, Arera Hontu, Abya Baja Hontu, Aniga Hontu, Sukhiyatanam Pariharantu, Duga Mujantu, Yatna Lada Sampatito, Maui Gajantu, Kamasaka. Puratimaya Disaya, Dakinaya Disaya, Pachimaya Disaya, Uttaraya Disaya, Puratimaya Anudisaya, Dakinaya Anudisaya, Pachimaya Anudisaya, Uttaraya Anudisaya, Hetimaya Anudisaya, Uparimaya Disaya.
Sabe Sata, Sabe Pana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bugala, Sabe Atabawa Pariyapana, Saba Idio, Sabe Purisa, Sabe Arya, Sabe Anarya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vinipatika, Awera Hondu, Abya Baja Hondu, Aniga Hondu, Sukiyata Nambari Harandu, Dukkha Vuchantu, Yada Lada Sampatito, Ma Vigachantu, Namasaka.
Udam yawa bhavaka cha ado yawa avijito samanta chakavalesu ye sata pada vichara abhyapaja nivaracha niduka cha nupadawa udam yawa bhavaka cha ado yawa avijito Samanta Chakavalesu Ye Sata Udakichara Abhyapaja Nivaracha Niduka Cha Nupadawa Udam Yawa Bhavaka Cha Ado Yawa Avijito Samanta Chakavalesu Ye sata akase chara abhyapaja nivaracha niduka cha nupadawa sadhu sadhu sadhu. One time.
Now we are going to learn how to meditate by Tiffany and Himabali.
We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body, center yourself in the middle of your camera, put your hands together with the right on top of the left with your thumbs connected and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1. When I say a group of muscle, focus on the group of muscle you feel. Focus on the group of muscle you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2. Mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3. Feel those muscles completely relaxed. Let's start. Your scalp muscles, all the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and your eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
We are going to advance to Anapanasati meditation. You are going to focus on your breath. When you breathe in, a puff of air touches the tip of your nose. Make yourself aware of the touch. When you breathe out, a slightly warmer puff of air touches the tip of your nose. Make yourself aware of the touch. We are going to practice counting technique with each cycle of in-breath and out-breath. You'll count from 1 to 8 and do not let your mind wander. If your mind wanders out, start counting from 1 again. We are first going to practice together. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 1. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 2. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 3. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 4. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 5. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 6. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 7. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 8. Now go back to 1 and start counting on your own. We are now done meditating.
Sokapata chani roka, payapata chani baya, sokapata chani soka, untu sape pibanino.
Nahi Verena Verani Samantita Kuda Chana Averena Cha Samanti Esa Dhamma Sanatano.
Saba papasa akaranam kusalasu pasampada sajita pariyodapanam edam pudana sasanam.
Marna me duvam, jivita me aduvam, ida me bonyam, nibbana pacheyo hotu, imam bonya bagam, sabha satanam bhajema, sadhu, 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 by one time.
It is now part 2 of the Dhamma class, and before we start, this Dhamma class is very important, so please be respectful and do not eat. However, drinking water is now fine. So we will be moving on to program number 1, which is chant of Mahajaya Mangala Gauta by Swizan and Thunzin, Alexander, Victoria, Hazel, Team Hinkenhema, Kama Bali, Linlin, Shasha, and Hinglin Al.
Mahajaya Mangala Gata Bahum Saha Mita Sayudantam Kiri Mekalam Udita Goram Sasinamaram Tanadi Dhamma Jitawa Munedo Tamte Jasa Bawatute Jaya Mangalani
Marathireka Mabiyujita Sabaratim Goram Panalawaka Maka Matada Yakam Ganti Sudan Tawina Chitawa Munindo Tamte Jasa Bawatu Te Jayamgalani
Nalakirim Kachavaram Atimata Putam Tavaki Jakamasaniva Sudarunantam Metampu seka vidina chitava munindo tam tejasa pavatute jaya mangalani.
Ukita kaka mabihata sudarunandam dawam tio jana patangulima lawandam idi bisankata mano chitawa munindo tam tejasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani.
Gatwana gata mudaramiwa gabeniya chinchaya dota wachanam janakaya maje santena soma vidina chitawa munindo tam tejasa bhavatute jaya mangalani.
Sajamihaya Atisajaka Wata Giton Wata Biropita Manam Ati Anda Buddha Panyapati Pajalito Chitawa Munendo Tante Jasa Pawatute Jaya Mangalani.
Nandopananda pujakam vivida mahitim Bhutana Tera Pujakena Dhamma Bayanto Itupate Savitina Jitawa Munendo Tam Tejasa Bhavatu Te Jaya Mangalani.
Tudaha diti bhujakena sarata hatam Brahmam Visuddhi Juti Mahiti Bhakabidanam Jnanagadena Vidina Jitawa Munido Tam Tejasa Bhavatu Te Jaya Mangalani.
Buddha Jaya Mangala Atagata Yowa Jago Dine Dine Sante Matandi Hitwana Nega Widani Tipatawani Mokam Sukam Adigamaya Nara Sampanya Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
We will now be moving on to program number 2, which is Buddhism, first by Shinta and Tiffany, then by Bia Bala, Gina Bala, and Noel, then by Methu, Deepa, and Marinda, and then by Rebecca, Cynthia, and Alexander.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Shinta. My Buddhist name is Mokapali, which means freedom keeper. So today, my dear friend Tiffany will be joining me. So Tiffany, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Tiffany. My Buddhist name is Handa Bali, which means peacekeeper. So Shinta, what will we be talking about today?
We will be talking about Basic Buddhism 1, and I will start first. Please listen carefully because we have questions at the end. Basic Buddhism 1. Buddhism isn't just a belief, like thinking something is true. It is more like actions we take and things we do. The first step in becoming a Buddhist is taking refuge in the 3 jewels. By doing so, we commit ourselves to the Buddhist path and following the Buddhist teachings.
The 3 jewels are the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. They are called jewels because they are the most precious things to Buddhists. A Buddha is not a god. Buddhists do not believe that the Buddha is a god. They believe he was a human being who became enlightened, understanding life in the deepest way possible.
The Buddha told people not to worship him, but to take responsibility for their own lives. and actions. He did not speak of a creator, but a wonderful force of cosmic energy that links all beings together from time without beginning.
Buddhism does not have a Bible, but many holy books. The teachings of the Buddha were passed down by word of mouth and not written down until around 400 years later.
They were compiled into 3 sets and written on long, narrow palm leaves and stored in baskets, called the 3 baskets or Tipitaka. The 3 baskets are 1. Vinaya, rules of conduct for monks and nuns, 2. Sutta, the Buddha's teachings, and 3. Abhidhamma, higher philosophy. So, Tiffany, can you ask your first question?
My first question is to Nyan Ta'ang, and what are the 3 jewels? Well, the answer is the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha.
My question is to Nintao. What are the 3 baskets called in Bali?
Tipitaka.
Yes, that's correct.
My last question is to AJ, and what do Buddhists believe the Buddha was?
They believe he was a human being who became enlightened.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you for listening.
Now it is Bia Balat, Gina Balat, and Noel's turn.
Hi, Dhamma class. My name is Kevin Hong, and my Buddhist name is Bia Blah, which means power I love. So today I'll be sharing something with the Dhamma class with my dear brother Gina Blah and my friend Noel. So Gina Blah, can you please introduce yourself? Hi, my name is Ryan Hong, and my Buddhist name is Gina Blah, which means power winning. So Noel, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Noah. This name is Napala, which means personality. So we'll be talking about Buddhism too. So Gina Palakta.
Hey everybody, please listen because we will be asking questions in the end. Basic Buddhism 2. Buddhists believe in Dhamma, the law of cause and effect. Dhamma is a fair and just rule. It is like a boomerang. Every action and every thought we have, good or bad, will come back to us in the future. We have a choice to create new Dhamma by what we say, do, and think. Intentions is a major part of Dhamma. If we accidentally step on an ant, we do not make negative Dhamma. However, if we intend to kill the ant, negative Dhamma is created. Buddhists see themselves as part of nature, not apart from it. They do not kill animals or use insecticides or pesticides.
But Buddhists believe in rebirth, that each of us has many lives, the same way does yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We also have past lives, a present life, and future lives. We are born, grow old, die, and then are reborn again. The cycle is called the wheel of rebirth or samsara.
Actions in one life are likely to affect what we become in future lives. Buddhists say that this cycle can be broken by making kind and wise decisions. In everything that we do and say, we can eventually become enlightened and reach a state of perfect peace. So, Bia Bala, can you please ask your first question? Riley, what is Dhamma? So the
Next one. Melinda, next group.
We will now be moving on to Methu, Deepak, and Rinda's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Methuja. My Buddhist name is Pada Bali, which is Purity Keeper. Joining me today is my dear Dhamma friend Mirinda and my dear Dhamma brother Deepa. So Deepa, please introduce yourself.
My name is Deepa Hong, and my Buddhist name is Tejabala, which means lucky keeper. Now, Miranda, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Miranda, and my Buddhist name is Bodhipali, which means keeper of wisdom or keeper of enlightenment. So, what will we be talking about today?
Today, we'll be talking about the 4 Brahma Viharas. So everyone, please listen carefully because when we're done, we'll be asking some questions. Brahma Vihara is a special idea in Buddhism, and it's a bit like having a superpower of kindness and love. It's all about being really nice and caring to others. The word Brahma means super great, and Vihara means hanging out.
So we can think of it as a super kind hangout, or sublime abiding, or amazing caring state of mind. It's like having a friendly superpower that makes the world a better place. Imagine you have 4 special magical treasures inside your heart that help you be a better friend to everyone around you.
Happiness and goodness for yourself and others. You want everyone to be happy and safe, just like you do for yourself. Number 2 is compassion, or karuna in Pali. Compassion is like a big heart hug for people who are sad, hurt, or having a tough time. You want to help them feel better and offer your support.
Number 3, empathetic joy, mudita. When your friend succeeds or is happy, you feel really happy too. It's like being their cheerleader and feeling joyful with them. Number 4, equanimity, upekkha. This is about treating everyone fairly and equally. It's like having a balanced heart that doesn't show favoritism or get too upset.
These 4 treasures are like a guide to being an awesome friend and spreading kindness all around. Just like superheroes use their powers for good, practicing the Brahma Vihara helps you become a super kind and caring person in the world.
Now we'll be asking our questions. My question to Cynthia is, Brahma Vihara is all about what?
About being really nice and caring to others.
That is correct. Now, Miranda, please ask your question.
My question is to Alexander, and it is, what does Brahma Vihara mean? The answer is super kind hangouts or sublime abiding. And Deepa, what is your question?
My question is to Rebecca is, what is equanimity?
It is treating everyone fairly and equally.
That's correct. Now, Matthew, what is your last question?
My last question is to Cynthia. Cynthia, what is the goal for Brahma Vihara practice?
To become a super kind person in the world.
That is correct. That is all. Thank you for listening.
Now it is Rebecca, Cynthia, and Alexander's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and my Buddhist name is Metta Bali, which means keeper of loving kindness. Today, my sister Cynthia and our friend Alexander will be joining me. So, Cynthia, can you please introduce yourself? Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Cynthia, and my Buddhist name is Magga Bali, which means keeper of the middle path. Alexander, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Alexander, and my Buddhist name is Uju Bala, which means power of honesty. So what we'll be talking about today.
Today, we'll be talking about our Buddhist idolaters, and please listen carefully because we'll be asking some questions at the end. Buddhism encompasses a wide range of beliefs and practices, and different Buddhist traditions have varying perspectives on the use of idols or images. In general, Buddhism does not focus on idol worship in the same way that some other religions do. Instead, the emphasis is usually on personal spiritual development, meditation, and the cultivation of wisdom and compassion. That being said, some Buddhist traditions do incorporate the use of statues, images, or symbols as aids to meditation and as reminders to certain qualities or teachings. These objects are not considered deities themselves, but are used as representations or focal points of contemplation. The intention is to help practitioners develop concentration, mindfulness, and other positive mental states. It is important to note that Buddhism teaches non-attachment and the understanding of impermanence. Therefore, the physical objects themselves are not considered inherently sacred or divine. Their value lies in the inspiration they may provide or the mental states they may help cultivate. However, it is worth mentioning that different Buddhist traditions and individual practitioners may approach the use of idols or images differently. So practices related to idol worship can vary within the broader scope of Buddhism. Now we'll be asking a few questions. My first question is to Mirinda, and it is, name one of the different forms of light.
Candles and oil.
Yes, that is correct. My question is to Mithu, and it is Buddha an idol to Buddhists?
No, Buddha is a guide, not an idol.
Yes, that is correct. My next question is to Deepa, and it is, what does Buddhism emphasize?
Personal spiritual development, meditation, and the cultivation of wisdom and compassion.
Yes, that is correct. The next question is to Miranda. It is, what is the intention of objects like statues, images, or symbols of the Buddha?
To help practitioners develop concentration, mindfulness, and other positive mental states.
Yes, that is correct. That is all, and thank you to my class for listening.
We'll now be moving on to program number 3, which is Puja, first by Juju and Heinle Ang, and then by Simia Pin Johnson.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Juju, and my Buddhist name is Janapali, which means keeper of all human beings. So today, me and my dear Dhamma friends, Hinayang and Lizinjo, will be discussing something with the Dhamma class today. So Hinayang, could you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hila, and my Buddhist name is Sukabla, which means power of happiness. So, Lizinjo, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Tazin Jo. My Buddhist name is Jana Bali, which means part of concentration. So, Juju, what will we be talking about today?
So today we'll be talking about why do we offer light to the Buddha statue, and everybody please listen carefully because we'll be asking some questions at the end. Buddhists offer light to the Buddha statue as a way to show respect and gratitude to the Buddha. The light represents wisdom, enlightenment, and the teachings of the Buddha. Just like a lamp brightens up a dark room, offering light symbolizes the desire to eliminate ignorance and bring clarity and understanding into our lives.
When Buddhists offer light to the Buddha statue, it's also a way of expressing their devotion and showing their commitment to following the Buddha's teachings. It's kind of like saying, I appreciate your guidance and I am dedicated to learning and practicing what you taught.
The light can come in different forms, such as candles, oil lamps, or even electric lights. By offering light, Buddhists create a peaceful and serene atmosphere in the presence of the Buddha statue, which helps them focus their minds and deepen their spiritual connection.
So offering light to the Buddha statue is a beautiful way for Buddhists to pay homage to the Buddha, seek wisdom, and remind themselves of the path towards enlightenment and inner peace. And so now we'll be asking our questions. And so my first question is for Gina Bala, which is, name one of the different forms of light.
Candles, oil lamps, or electric light.
That is correct, thank you. So Dizenjo, could you please ask your question?
My second question to Gina Bala is, what does the light we offer represent?
It represents wisdom, enlightenment, and teachings of the Buddha.
That is correct. Hela Al, could you ask your last question?
My question to Minda is, what does offering light symbolize?
Offering light symbolizes the desire to eliminate ignorance and clarity and bring clarity and understanding into our lives.
That is correct. Thank you for listening.
Now it is Simia Pin and Johnson's turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Simia Pei. My Buddhist name is Chitta Bali, which means regatter of mind. Today I have Johnson here with me for this program. So Johnson, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Johnson, and my Buddhist name is Jiapalat, which means the power of winning. So me and Sumepye will be explaining why we offer flowers to the Buddha statue. And after that, we'll be asking some questions. So first, Buddhists offer flowers to the Buddha statue for a few special reasons. Flowers are beautiful, and they symbolize the beauty and impermanence of life. Buddhists believe that everything in the world is always changing, just like flowers that bloom and eventually wither away.
When Buddhists offer flowers to the Buddha statue, it reminds them to appreciate the beauty around them, but also to understand that beauty does not last forever. It teaches them to enjoy and cherish the present moment because it will not last forever.
Offering flowers is also a way for Buddhists to show respect and honor the Buddha, just like flowers brighten up a room and make it more pleasant. Offering flowers symbolizes making the Buddha's presence more beautiful and inviting.
In addition to these meanings, offering flowers can also be seen as a way of practicing generosity. Buddhists believe that being generous and sharing what we have with others is an important virtue. By offering flowers, Buddhists cultivate a spirit of giving and selflessness.
So offering flowers to the Buddha statue is a meaningful way for Buddhists to remind themselves of life's impermanence, show respect to the Buddha, and practice generosity and appreciation for the beauty around them. So now we'll be asking questions. So Sumyapip, what do flowers represent?
Beauty and impermanence.
That is correct, thank you. And can you please ask your question?
My question is, offering flowers can also be seen as a way of what?
Practicing generosity.
That is correct.
And my last question is, when Buddhists offer flowers to the Buddha statue, it reminds them to appreciate the beauty around them, but also to understand what?
To understand that beauty does not last forever.
That is correct, thank you. And that will be all for why we offer flowers to the Buddha statue. Thank you everyone for listening, and thank you Sumyapip for joining me.
We will now be moving on to program number 4, which is choose the correct one out of the given answers by Minta, Jill, and Johnson.
Hi to my class, my name is Min, and my Buddhist name is Vayapala, which means the power of longer life. And today we'll be asking questions to some Dhamma friends, and I'll be joined by Johnson. So Johnson, please introduce yourself.
Hello to my class. My name is Johnson, and so me and Min are going to be asking some questions to some individuals who will be Alexander, Haylin Ong, Kishing, William, Gama Bali, AJ and Amy, Hazel, Victoria, Minta Ong, Shinki, Benji, Harrison, Shasha, and Evelyn. So I'll be starting off with my individuals. So Alexander, if you're here, can you please answer this question? Buddhism is a non-theistic religion, meaning it A, revolves, or B, does not revolve around the worship of God.
B, does not revolve.
That is correct. Thank you, Alexander. And Haylin Ong, if you're here, can you please answer this question? The chain of the law of dependent origination starts with avijja, which is A, ignorance, or B, craving.
A, ignorance.
That is correct. Thank you. And Kishing, if you're here, can you please answer this question? Buddhists believe Buddha was a human being who became enlightened, but not a god. A, yes, or B, no.
Absent.
Okay.
Absent.
Okay. Then William, can you please answer the question? Buddhists believe Buddha was a human being who became enlightened, but not a god. A, yes, or B, no. So the answer is A, yes. And Gamapali, if you're here, can you please answer the question? Every action and every thought we good or bad, A, will, or B, will not come back to us in the future?
Repeat that again.
Yeah. Every action and every thought we have, good or bad, A, will, or B, will not come back to us in the future. All right, so the answer is A, will. And AJ and Amy, if you're here, can you please answer the question? Offering light symbolizes the aspiration to dispel ignorance and understanding in our lives. A, no, or B, yes?
B, yes.
That is correct, thank you. And Hazel, if you're here, can you please answer the question? Offering of light represents Buddha's A, concentration, or B, enlightenment?
B, enlightenment.
That is correct, thank you. And that will be all for my individuals. So Min, can you please continue?
First, Victoria, if you're here, Buddhism is a non-theistic religion, meaning A, it revolves around the worship of God, or B, does not revolve around the worship of God.
B does not revolve.
That is great, thank you. And Mente Aun, if you're here, the chain of the law of independent origination starts with Awija, which is A, ignorance, or B, craving.
A, ignorance.
That is great, thank you. And Shinki, if you're here, Buddhists believe that Buddha was a human being who became enlightened, but not a god. A, yes, or B, no. It is A, yes, they believe that he was a human who became enlightened. For Benji, if you're here, every action and every thought we have, good or bad, A, will, or B, will not come back to us in the future.
Will.
That is correct. Thank you. And Harrison, if you're here, offering light symbolizes the aspiration to dispel ignorance and understanding in our lives. A, no, B, yes.
B, yes.
That is correct. Thank you. And Shasha, if you're here, offering of light represents Buddha's A, concentration, or B, enlightenment.
B, enlightenment.
That is great. Thank you. And Evelyn, if you're here, Buddhists believe that Buddha was a human being who became enlightened, but not a god. A, yes, or no, B, no.
A, yes.
That is great. Thank you. And that was all for today. And thank you to my friends for answering, and thank you, Johnson, for joining me.
We will now be moving on to program number 5, which is translation of Mangala Sutta by Rebecca and Cynthia.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Rebecca, and today we'll be doing translations of some Pali words, and I'll be joined by my sister Cynthia. So, can you introduce yourself? Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Cynthia, and we're going to be doing translations of Mangala Sutta in Book 1. So, everyone in Dhamma class, please have your book when ready. We'll be asking some individuals to when they are Shrizin, Noel, Hema, Hank, Dunson, Shinta, Miranda, Tiffany, Maytu, Juju, Deepa, and Linden. First, I'll be asking a translation of some Pali words. Everyone, please have your book 1 ready and turn to page 14. We'll be asking from verses 1, 2, 3, and 4. Shrizin, what is the translation of Agan Kamana?
Wishing.
Yes, that is correct. Noel, what is the translation of Pati Rupa Desa? The translation is the proper environment. Hema, what is the translation of Yawa Cha? The translation is speaking. Tanzin, what is the translation of Balanam?
with the unwise.
Yes, that is correct. Shintan, what is the translation of Mangalam?
Happiness.
Yes, that is correct. Hank, what is the translation of Bahu Satjan? The translation is becoming learned. Now we're doing from English to Pali. Miranda, what is the Pali word for meritorious deeds?
Unyada.
Yes, that's correct. Tiffany, what is the Pali word for knowledgeable? Well, the answer is Sipan. Mitu, what is the Pali word for in a meaningful way?
Subhasita.
Yes, that's correct. Juju, what is the Pali word for the greatest? Well, the answer is Uttamam. Deepa, what is the Pali word for in the right direction?
Rama,
Yes, that's correct. Dylan, what is the Pali word for those worthy of honor?
Pujanayana.
Yes, that's correct. That is all for translations of Mangala Sutta, and thank you to everyone who participated.
We will now be moving on to cover number 6, which is translation of Alkata book by Miranda. So hello Dhamma class, my name is Miranda, and my Buddhist name is Bodhi Pali, which means keeper of wisdom or keeper of enlightenment. And today I'll be doing a translation of Alkata book on page 5. So my individuals for Pali to English are Victoria, Minte Ong, Keishing, Henry, and Shasha. So please get your book out and turn to page 5. So Victoria, what is the definition of Sandhi Tikal? The answer is to be realized here and now. Minte Al, what is the definition of Dhamma?
Is the teachings of.
That is correct. Keishin, what is the definition of Wedi Dapo?
It's not.
Henry, what is the definition of Supati Bano? It is wholesome in conduct. Shasha, what is the definition of Ehi Basiko?
Inviting investigation.
That is correct. So now I'll be doing translations for English to Pali. And my individuals for that are Alexander, Nyanta Ong, Adrian, Amy, Benji, and William. So Alexander, what is the Pali word for forthright in conduct?
Is it Uju Pati Pano?
That is correct. Nyanta Ong, what is the Pali word for by the wise?
Could you say that again?
What is the Pali word for by the wise? The answer is Vinyuhi. Adrian, Amy, what is the Pali word for well taught?
Swakato.
That is correct. Benji, what is the Pali word for individually?
Sachatan.
That is correct. And William, what is the Pali word for the community?
Sangaho.
That is correct. And that'll be all for translation of Kolkata books. So thanks to those who participated. We will now be moving on to program number 7, which is reciting book 1, 3, and 5 by Matthew and Deepa.
Hello, Nova class. My name is Betuja. Joining me today is my dear brother Deepa. Everyone, please have book 1 and 3 ready. I'll be asking these individuals, Kama Bali, Henry, Alinte, and William. So everyone, please get book 3 ready and go to page number 4. Kama Bali, can you read Kanda Sutta verse number 3? Virupakehi.
Virupakehi me netam era patehi me chapaya putehi me netam kan godama ma kehi cha.
Thank you, Kama Bali. You did very well today. Now, everyone, please get book 1 ready and go to page 11. I don't think Henry is here today. So, Alinte, can you please read the offering of flower? Wana ganda gunopitem.
Wana ganda gunopitem idam kusuma santatem ujayame munindasa saripara sararuhe.
Thank you, Alinte. You did very well today. And William, can you please read the offering of water?
Adiva setu no bande paniyam parikapitam anukampam upadaya patigana tu utama.
Thank you, William. You did very well today. Thank you to my individuals who read today. Deepa, please ask your individuals.
So everyone get out book 1 and go to page 14. And the people who I'm asking are Nono, Victoria, AJ, and Amy. So Nono, can you please read verse 1 on page 14?
Is not.
Oh, okay. Victoria, can you please read verse 2 on page 14?
Okay. Asavana cha balanam pantitanam cha sevana puja cha puja neyam etam mangalam uttamam.
Thank you, you did very good. And AJ, Amy, can you please read verse 3 and 4 on page 14?
Patirupa desawa socha pubecha kata punyata ata sama panidicha ba etam mangala mutamam bahu sachancha sipancha vinayocha susikito subhasitacha yawacha etam mangala mutamam.
Thank you, you did very good. That is all. And thank you for listening.
We're now at the end of the Dhamma class, so everyone please put your hands together and say Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditadu 3 times. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditadu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditadu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Chiram Ditadu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That is all. Thank you for coming.